EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium.
Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Come on, come on. Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium.
Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up! Hurry! Hurry! Right there! Hurry!
Willis going to look to throw first play. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Go set. Ready.
Swift. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, a run would counter. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is counter. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. He's got Anderson right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert,
and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Here we go, here we go. Hurt.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Willis. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, Bobcat.
Willis. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go. Go.
From the 16, Willis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him. and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Prater's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Willis looking to throw it. Making the catch. This is the tight end, Oliver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Willis. And this is caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll get this to Connor underneath, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Shotgun now for Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Green, green, green.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Badgley on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but
he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Conner,
22 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point good by Prater. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Throw right side complete to Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. J.J. Watt drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Willis, 4th down here.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They'll run here with Connor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll look to run with Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
James Conner,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Prater for the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go check, go check.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Come on.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mustang 19.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Ready?
4th down, Willis.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
It goes as a pickup of 23, and it's good enough for a Detroit 1st down.
Ready? Dragon 60.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback He's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Willis looking for right, and he finds him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. He's got it. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, Willis. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Right back to the air with Willis. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and the tackle going to be made out to 38. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running, just let him bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mario Warrior. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of
of it. And it'll be second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Calling a loss of 5, a big strength to bring up third down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
How many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Yes. Yeah.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yes.
Well, we say you can play music now.
Okay.
Fourth down, Willis.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On first down, Willis.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, Willis.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.